important that you have the correct task. If you're never training with a target, if you're never training to like throw with command, you won't have better command because your body's self-organizing to a different goal. Like, this is why it's extremely important to know what you're training and why. If your goal is training velocity, it's okay to not have a target because you're trying to increase the max output. You can't throw 95 for a strike if you can't throw 95. So being able to build the skill first and then apply it later into a game setting is good. But with command, if you're and I'm going to sound like an old school coach here, but you have so many like, let's say I'm throwing 7 days a week, 80 throws a day. I'm throwing 500, 600 throws a week. If the vast majority of those throws, and let's say that I'm a guy who needs to work on command. If the vast majority of those throws are just kind of lollygagging, maybe I'm throwing too many plyos actually, because plyos are an example of something where maybe we're inward focused rather than outward focused task. Mm-hmm. If you're a guy who needs to work on command, you need to think about the allocation of throws you have in a week and how you're going to apply them to like get better at the skill you need to get better at. And for guys who need to get better at command, like it's pretty simple. Like, you need to be throwing to a target. Like, you need to be throwing with a purpose that's outside of your personal mechanics and outside of the velocity you're trying to throw with. If you're a guy that needs to throw harder, then yeah, go ahead. Don't throw to a target. Try to throw as hard as you can. That's fine as well. But being intentional about the goal you're trying to accomplish in your throwing program, you have so many throws in a week, but we're not like hitters. We can't throw a million times a week like hitters can swing a million times a week. So being very intentional about the allocation of workload that you do have. And yeah, if you're working on command, throw to a target, long story short, like actually work on the skill you're trying to develop.